we go. It's gonna start recording. Perfect. Let me do this. Go back to the share screen. Window. Online. Perfect. There we go. So we're gonna get started. Kansas City O line, right? Doing great things, winning Super Bowls, right? My goal of today, our goal of the day is for you to understand basic defensive fronts. It'll truly be four, and everybody does a variation of each, but it'll be four. If you understand these four fronts, there's nothing in high school that they could throw at you that could throw you off, right? I want to be able to identify
Yes,
the
sir.
defenses pre-snap. We're gonna also understand zone rules. We'll talk zone, right? We'll talk cover and uncover rules. We'll understand combo time and how we work our double teams to the backer. We'll understand aiming points with our feet and also our pass, and we'll also improve our communication. Kind of take you through the process of what I did at Franklin, what I'm doing at Parkland, and what we did in college. So make sure it all comes full circle for you. All right,
Yes, sir.
cool. My promise is to you. This is our promise for today. Identify fronts once again, understand zone rules, recognize linebackers, how they're going to fit the run, understand double team time and combo time, and understand our footwork on inside zone, and we're going to improve our communication as an offensive lineman. First thing, what is inside zone? Right? In definition, inside zone is it's a zone, it's a run play to either left or right, and it's truly meant to get us vertical. When we think about inside zone, it's truly we're trying to block the guy to our zone. So if you're playing center and we say inside zone right, right, I'm trying to step with my place, my right foot. Wherever my right foot lands, that part there is going to be my zone. I have to block that area, right? We start talking about double teams because our the backers are further back, so we're going to work with our cover guy, and he's going to help us through these double teams. That's our definition. Inside zone is a vertical rush scheme. It's an attitude play true. We want to get these double teams vertical to the backer, put our guy in their lap. It's designed to create movement at the point of attack, allowing running backs to read the leverage and decide how he wants to attack the defense. So you probably heard of Christian McCaffrey, right?
Yes, sir.
He's known as one of the great zone runners. His biggest thing is wide zone. All right, he's a wide zone runner, but wide zone and inside zone are similar. It's just the aiming point that changes. All right, so we're gonna show you some clips on all levels, right? So this clip here we're gonna watch first. This would be the Eagles versus the Packers, and we're gonna go. They're gonna go inside zone. And we'll show two clips, right? So clip here, you'll see the double team here at the point of attack. Can you see my cursor here?
Yes,
Let me
sir.
see. Let me see if I can do this. I think they'll let me even mark this thing up a little bit. Layout, share audio. Oh, we'll keep it here. So should be a double team here, and we're working up to this backer. But like we said before, the double team at the point of attack. They're working vertical on this double team. They're trying to finish these guys into the laps of the linebacker. You'll see it here, right? Right guard, right tackle. They're going vertical on this double team. Oh, sorry there. They're going vertical on this double team, working to that backer. Boom, and look at that. I got a, I got a pin. So these guys here working vertical on this double team. Okay, these guys here should be working vertical also, but I think Center's gonna go straight up and they'll stay. He'll stay home. Let's see it. There you go. Unclick. Now they let me get off this thing. There we go. Boom. See, they're getting vertical there with Lane Johnson. They're getting vertical. Why are we going to the next slide? Sorry about that. Bear with me. There we go. So right guard, right tackle. Boom. Double team's vertical, and it's an attitude play. We're trying to score with our guy. All right. Next clip here is going to be a college clip. These guys now. So Carson Wentz back in the day. His actually his brother plays for these guys too. Um, this is North Dakota State. They're actually Division 1 now. They're actually in the same conference now as UTEP. But these guys are known for running the ball. They're great ball runners, right? So this is inside zone read. So they're going zone left. All right. They're going to go zone left. Backers are pressed on the ball here. So double teams are taken away because the backers are pressed. Now, I like to call that a bar fight because now we don't got to chase linebackers. Just grab them and try to drive them off the ball. Boom. Right. All guys stepping with their left. 71 here. He's playing through this double team to his outside backer. But quarterback, he's reading C gap. This guy's going to crash down real hard. Quarterback has the option to pull it to be responsible for this extra guy. If you watch him here, you see his eyes on him. Boom, he pulls, and it's a walk-in touchdown. Still inside zone, just inside zone read now, reading the C gap. All right.
Yes, sir.
There we go. So let's go here. So I know we all love video games, right? We all play some
Yes, sir.
Madden, right? Same play
Yes,
you
sir.
just seen. Same thing you just seen. The same thing we're gonna see here. This is inside zone. Inside zone to the left. What should happen? It should be tackles man, left guard center working to that play side backer. Backside guard and tackle should be working to that inside backer, leaving that D end free, just like on the last clip. But even on Madden, they make mistakes. So they make a mistake on this play. They don't block it correctly. Our right tackle blocks the DN, who was our read. Also play side guard, lets the guy go, and it's a tackle for loss. We'll let it play through. There we go. Right? But understanding now, with everything we got going on with technology and video games, this is probably the most realistic time that you could play video games and actually learn. Right? So like if you play college football, whatever, they're running real plays. Now they are. Before they were running
Yes.
a bunch of junk plays, but now they're running real plays where we can learn something as we play this game. So anytime your parents say get off the video game, well, mom, dad, I'm learning. I'm learning football right now. We're blocking inside zone, all right? So you can use that excuse, all right? But understand it's real stuff. But at times like this is me playing video games on my own, and I take this clip to show my kids like it's real stuff, like and it's stuff that correlates to what we're doing, right? Your success is my strategy. This is what we focus on there. I'm going to teach you my strategy of how I learned from two different head coaches, three different coordinators, three different O line coaches, how to be successful as an O lineman playing in college. All right. So understand the defensive fronts, right? This year, you should start getting to know this in high school now, right? So
Yes.
so for us, right, this is how we're gonna call it, right? We won't call it a one. We'll just call this shade. Either he's a head up nose or he's a shade. All right. If he's inside the guards, he's a 2-eye. Head up to the guard, be a 2. Outside shoulder of the guard, he'll be a 3. Same thing for tackle if you look at it, right? Inside of tackle be 4-eye. Head up 4. If he's wide, he's a 5. All right. Tight ends, I'll tell you this now. All O line coaches calls it different. Sometimes they'll say this is a 6, 6-eye, 6, and a 7. Don't matter. However your coach calls it, that's one thing that is not universal. Is how we call it on the tight end. So today we'll call this a 7, 6, and a 9. All right. So feel free if you want to write that down. Actually, I'll let you write that down. So draw your box, and I want to show you how to write stuff down. All right. Like and like so write that down, and I'll show you with my easy erase board how I want you to start drawing stuff so you can get used to getting on the board and drawing stuff and getting comfortable, right? Because once you
Yes, sir.
do start getting offers, you're gonna blow guys away if you can get on the board and actually draw football like a grown man. All right. Like if you ask Justin Morales, I told him this when I got to Franklin, they're gonna ask you to get on the board. And if you can get on the board and talk ball like you know ball, and that's my job to teach them ball, right? If you could really talk it and draw it and understand it, you're 10 steps ahead of kids. Most kids don't know football. They know block a play. I want you to understand football. And no matter where you go, you got a chance to be successful. All right. So let me know when you're done writing the drawing this whole chart out so you can have that for your record. And also do me a favor, where you see the one at, you can also put 1/shade. All right, just put shade. Because because it's rare that you're gonna get two nose tackles in that same gap. So normally it'd be a shade and a 3, a shade and a 2, right? You normally never get 2 guys playing shade. And we'll go through a little crash course, all right,
Yes, sir.
of how we want you to draw. So you can see on my end, right? Can you see my image?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that's how we want to draw the center. You could do a box, a circle, but you got to put something through it to differentiate the center from everyone else. Like normally people draw a square. I like to draw a square with a line through it. So if you draw a square, that's perfectly fine. But we know that the square is always the center. Because if you don't, you draw 5 circles. You're like, well, where's the ball? And we don't know, right? So always draw a square. Or if you're going to do something different, draw a star. I don't care, right? But draw something that we understand that is the center, right? And that'll get
Mhm.
important as you start getting deeper into football. We're going to start getting into defenses on this next slide, right? And I'll show you how I want you to start drawing up defenses, right? And I want you to get comfortable with it and practice, right? And practice drawing it, practicing. And then next time I see you, I'm going to throw some quizzes at you and you'll be drawing and getting comfortable drawing because that's the hardest part, man. I'll tell you this. I had good friends of mine, grown men in college that would cried in front of us because they couldn't draw football. And if you can't draw it in college, and you can't draw it and execute it in college, you can't play because you don't know how to you don't know football to the depth that we need you to know it. And if you don't know it, someone will get hurt, and we can't have that. And we'll take that same intensity in the high school football too. If you keep that same mentality as a high school kid, now you're just being a professional, and that's the whole goal. All right. Like that's the
Yes.
reason why you're on this call because you're taking this as your craft, man, and you're taking it serious, and you want to be the best at this, and right, and that's my job is to treat you like you want to be a D1 player, like you want to be a college athlete, and that's why we're having this call right now. All right, you ready? Are you done writing that down?
Yes, sir.
Perfect. I'm gonna go next slide. So right now, this is what we call an odd front, right? I'm gonna get it to what us O line coaches call our favorite view is the backside. We'll see the backside of this real quick, and then I'll pause it and we'll draw it up. Oh, give it a second. My bad, cause boom. There, hold on. Let them get set and put their hand in the ground. Their hands in the ground. God, dog it. We're good. Let me do this. Boom. There we go. So this is the odd front. And I'll show you why it's odd. Give me 1 second. Let me grab my mouse and I'll stop making mistakes on clicking everything. There we go. Got my mouse. All right. This should be a lot easier on us now without me making 1,000 mistakes. Boom. There we go. Now I'm cooking. Cool. I'm gonna show you why is this odd? When we say odd, we're counting the fat guys with their hands on the ground. Can you tell me? Let's see if we can get. There we go. How many big guys have their hand on the ground on the defense?
3.
There you go. And that is an even or odd number.
Odd.
There you go. That's why this is called odd. All right. So I know guys that are not numbers guys. Not a problem. I'll tell you this. This is what I do. Right. We could even spell it out over here. O D, odd. 1, 2, 3, right? If we're not a big numbers guy, you can just spell it out. ODD. That's odd. Odd, odd, odd. And we have to identify this because as we'll see as we go through this, our little mini clinic we got here, we have to be able to identify this because if it's different defenses call for us to do different blocks. All right. So I'm going to show you how I want you to draw it up. I want you to draw it up on your end. So once we get it on paper, you know exactly how you need to draw this thing up. All right. So nose guard will always be an N. The N will always be an E. For you right now, because you're in high school, for backers, we just put B's. All right. So what it
Yes,
should
sir.
look like is this. Well, actually, let me draw the full offense because you do have H on this side, Y's off the ball, quarterback, A back's right behind him. So that's truly the full defense you see there, right? We have the Y off the ball to the right. Well, actually, both of those guys are off the ball. So the Y and the H are off the ball. Off the ball, right? Running backs right behind. And those guys are just backers. I'm a put a little bit more in here right now. So if we could catch on, it's good. If you don't panic. All right. So do you know what we call the strong side backer? What's his name?
The Sam or
There you go. You're correct. That's a Sam. Some people call him Sam the nickel. Sam is an okay answer. Like that's an okay answer. Who will be in? Who will be? So if we're talking. Let me get my clicker real quick. We're talking from. So this guy here will be the what?
that would be outside linebacker.
There you go. He'll be outside back. We'll call him the Sam. We'll say he's to the strength because this line here, right? That's the left hash. Let's talk about this too. So that's the left hash. So when guys start talking about field and boundary, right? So we're on the left hash. There's two hashes on the field. There's one hash here. Is the other hash has to be where? If this is the left hash, where's the right hash?
Mm, wait, the right hash would be where the.
Somewhere over here, right?
Yes, sir.
There we go. So understand the boundary will be to the left of this hash because what's to your left, the next thing will be to your left will be the sideline. All right. So that's this. So that hash and the other side of that, that's my sideline. So that's the boundary. All right. Everything to the right of that will be the field. All right. Everything to the right will be the field because there's more space out here. Right. And there's less space here. So we'll say this is the strength, will be Sam. It might, the middle, what this backer would be
The
with an M.
M. For,
That'll be your Mike. You're good. This is advanced. So you're good. So it'll be Sam Mike. Next guy next to him, this guy here, we'll call him Jack. You can put Jack or even abbreviation would just be a J. And if this is the strong backer, what would this make this guy here?
the weak side back.
There we go.
Or
Or the wheel. I feel like you're going to say that. Or the wheel. All right. So on paper, across, we'll just keep it as B's right now. But as we go on and we start getting better at this and get more knowledge, we'll be from right to left. It'll be S, B, J, W. All right. Right. So I'll redraw it on my end. So Sam, Mike, Jack, Will. All right. That's what it'll look like. Sam, Mike, Jack, Will.
Will.
For you though, at your age in high school, you just putting backers is 10 steps ahead of most seniors because most seniors cannot get on the board and draw football. They can't unless they have a really good O-line coach. And I can name all the good O-line coaches in El Paso because we all play football together sometime at UTEP. So understand that. Understand, you understand and just putting them as backers, that's fine. But understand the Sam, Mike, Jack, Will part, that'll come later as we continue to progress through this. All right. And then we'll draw it all up. All right. So we'll watch. Let me click off this, get my pointer back. So here, these guys are gonna go zone. They're gonna go zone in this play. All right. All play all guys to the right. We're going zone right. Everyone to the right is blocking their guys to the right. All right. So these guys here, all right, what it's going to be is, and we'll get into the details of what we're going to call it all, but I'll just show you what it looks like. He's going here. These guys are double teaming here. And up, my bad. And the left guard, left tackle is double teaming here. These guys here, they're going to stay home. We're here and we're here. We're just cutting that off. This is inside zone to the right. All right. Give me 1 second. I need to pull my charger out. I thought I plugged this thing in already. So let me do that before we die. There we go. Boom, 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 boom. All right. There we go. And we're gonna get into the details of how we block inside zone also. So right now, don't panic. I'm just letting you know, like that's how the play is gonna play out. All right. So let's go here. Let's watch this play out. Start from the right to the left. Right. Tight end goes blocks to Sam. Right guard, right tackle. They're doubling up to the mic. Center, left guard. They're working to the jack. All right. So these guys end up slanting. They're trying to get it, and that one guy that came free, that's going to be their guy. Watch, you see the D line. See the guy, the DN over the right tackle and the
Yes.
nose. They're going to slant, and they're going to blitz the jack. So that leaves that backside jack backer. He's the guy that makes the tackles. He's free. So between 76 and 70, somebody had to fight up there and get that block. Even with that, it's still a 6-yard gain, and we'll live with that. All right. Cool. Let's talk about what's the benefits of an odd front, right? It creates difficult blocking angles for the O line. We just seen that on that run play, right? If they slant blitz, it could take some gaps away and leave one of those backers free, right? It's strong against inside zone as we just seen, right? If that backer could have hit that a little bit sooner, they could have blown it up and got a tackle for loss. Flexible pressures and different packages they could bring because you only got 3 down linemen with their hand on the ground. You can help disguise pressures and coverages because it's a lot of guys move. It's a lot of moving parts. Allows multiple second level fits. I mean, they could rotate, they could slant like they just did, and put another backer to be the C gap guy and exchange gaps. And it forces the offense to communicate protections. And we're talking about pass protections and also run protections. How we're going to block this, right? The negative parts of I will be it requires to have a dog. You got to be a really good nose tackle. He needs to require us to double team him, right? It can struggle versus gap scheme because you can out gap them at times. DNs must be versatile hybrid players because you might have to drop and cover, drop and pass, and also you have to go put your. Sometimes you've seen a DN slant inside on the guard. Some DNs aren't used to playing that position and slanting and playing against the guard in the center, heavy body guys. Linebackers must process a lot quickly. Like, is this a run? Is this a pass? This gap scheme is a zone. How am I going to fit this? Outside runs are going to stress the edge defenders, right? It'll stress the defensive ends and also that Sam and Will back if we run the ball right at them. Smaller fronts may get moved vertically, right? So if you're light, right? Like if you're a light body DN and nose tackle, you might get bullied around if you're not big enough, or if that O line is bigger than you. So it causes some issues there too. All right, those are some pros and cons of that defensive front. All right, let's go here. Some of the best LSU and Alabama. This is the even front. All right, we'll see it from this view, and then we'll get to Coach Watkins' favorite view. There we go. This is even. How many guys? How many guys have their hand on the ground or at the depth of the line of scrimmage on the white line? How many guys
At
are
least,
there?
at least 4.
There you go. 4, right? So that's an odd or even number.
Even.
There we go. Right? So that's even. So that's once again, if we don't like numbers, E, V, E, N. Even. Right? So and all players are different. Some guys don't like numbers. Cool. Spell it out. EVEN. Cool. We got an even front. All right. So understand, in this scenario, they're going to pass the ball. But let's say we go in zone right, right? In this scenario here, we'll be man. We're going to double up to this safety here. We'll double to him. We're going to double team up to this guy here. We'll leave him backside for the read. He crashes down. Quarterback can pull. And that's also Jaden Daniels there of the Washington Commanders. All right. Let's see how this plays out. It's my fault. There we go. Golly. I can't click nothing without it skipping. There you go. Good pass, get off, and almost got a sack there because the right guard, you think he has help. He just lets this guy go. But good job by Jaden Daniels, NFL quarterback, getting the ball off while getting tackled. Great pass by him. All right. The pros of the even front. Simpler gap fits, simpler assignments, stronger for downhill run teams like inside zone teams. Defensive linemen can attack vertically and push the pocket like you just seen there. Easier to teach to youth and high school players. Is good versus gap runs. Gap runs are plays when someone's pulling, like counter, power, trap. Those are gap runs. Also allows fast flow from the linebackers because they're not responsible for multiple gaps. Cons for the O line is identifying who is in the even front. Sometimes they can rotate, they can bring a safety down and roll him down to be the extra backer. So sometimes it can be confusing. It can be predictable structurally, less disguise and pressure and packages. It more stress on safeties in the RPO game. That's the run pass option game. Harder to disguise who's rushing. It requires a strong D tackle. If you can find two good D tackles, that's a great defense to have, right? Two guys in the interior demanding double teams. Cool. This here is going to be, I know that's Ohio State. I forgot who they're playing against. Who are these guys? Oh, they're playing against Rutgers, two Division I universities. One's a little bit top tier, right? This one here we'll call a double eagle. He's going to bounce him in. And there we go. All right. So it looks like odd, right? Because you got the three guys in the middle. They're
Yes.
basically bumped down, right? But then you walk these backers outside, right? So I'm gonna draw it up on my end just so you can see it. Let's see, we got tight end to the left, off the ball, running back. He's away from the tight end. No, tackle. Sam, Mike, Will, and that's what it looked like on paper. All right. Biggest thing is realizing that. Let's see here. Let's see if we know the answer to this. Is this guy here, from what you drew down, what is he playing?
He's playing end in a four eye, I believe.
Yeah, you can say it's a 4 eye. He's like inside shoulder him. If he gets a little bit tighter, yeah, that one I can call a 4 eye. This guy here, is that a 4 eye or a 3? What do you think it is?
Uh, three.
There you go. Right? Because 4 eye, his eye should be on his inside eye. Here, he's really not on his inside eye. He's here. So we call that 3. Good job, man. All right. But that's a double eagle. That's a double eagle front. This is a great front. A lot of teams like to use this on third down. You could get a lot of loop game. These three guys can pinch here. Then they loop this guy around because it causes the pressure and it should flush the quarterback right out to him. Right? So perfect. But that there is called a double eagle. So I want you to draw that up so you can have that in your book. And also understand too, for the back for Sam, Mike, Jack, and Will, you could put B. Just put backers. But you can circle Sam, Mike, Jack, and Will also. So if you ever get confused while you're drawing this up, no one will be mad at you that you don't put Sam, Mike, Jack, and Will. Just put B for linebackers. All right? We'll be okay with that. Also understand too, they got this safety here. He's truly in the mix too. He's about 6, 7 yards off from depth. If he sees run, he's going to feel the run. All right. So that's why he's here, and his other safety's high. He's like 10 to 15 yards back. But you have a two-way go at that time. All right. Let's see how this play plays out. Let's talk about if we ran zone right. How will we block this? All right. So we ran zone right. It'll be he's on my right. He's on my right. In this case here, we want to try to double this to 0. We got to cut this off. Here we'll go man here. And we'll let number two, wherever he goes, we'll try to the back should try to go opposite because you should have a two-way go because we're locking the backside. All right. Let's see what they do on this play. This one, I believe he threw it. Oh, yep. Me erase all my ink marks. There we go. Yeah, he threw it on this one. There we go. Boom. The benefits, right? The pros of double eagle. Uh, Cover all interior O line with D linemen. It shuts down inside run game fast. It creates one-on-one matchups across the board with the O line. Difficult for offenses to double team. It takes away the double team. Makes a lot of solo blocks. Forces quick decisions by a quarterback and running back because normally they're playing man and they're sending an extra guy and that double team is taken away, and also a lot of one-on-one matchups. So normally if you do that, you got some dudes on defense that you want to create a one-on-one matchup against the weaker lineman. Great against short yardage goal line. They're vulnerable. The cons, they're vulnerable on the perimeter, so we can get this ball to the outside. It could be a home run shot. They could struggle, definitely will struggle versus spread, right? If you put all those guys in there, they got to be some great man coverage corners, or you got to send some pressure to get to us. Corners are isolated in coverage, requires athletic edge defenders. Can't outflank them with speed option or toss to the edge. Hard to sustain the entire game. If you line up in that, if you line up in that the whole game, you got some pretty solid dudes versus the guys you're going against. Last defense here. This here we'll call a 3-3-5. In high school, most guys like to run it as a 3-3 stack. So it's another variation of odd. All right. Look here real quick. Put their hands down. See, we got 3 guys, their hand down. So it's a variation of odd. But now I have 3 down linemen, 3 linebacker, and 5 corners slash safety guys. All right. So from here, we should be pretty good at drawing this up now, right? So I said my nose, defensive ends. We're on the left hash. Let me see how these guys are lined up to this, and I'll show you how to draw strengths real quick. Let's see here. Cool. So right now you see we have 2 receivers split out, right? So we're even. There's no real strength unless you put an extra receiver over here. So at this time we're even, right? So normally what we'll call the strength is to the field. Where's the field? To your left or to your right?
The right.
What hash are you on?
Oh wait, right hash. So it would be towards the left.
There you go. What's to my right then?
The sideline.
Sideline. You almost said it. Would it be? What do we call
Boundary.
it? There you go. Great job. All right. So in this case, we're saying that the field will be the strength because we're balanced up in our formation. This will be Sam, Mike. Who would this guy be?
That would be the will.
There you go, because he's outside. Because there's only 3 backers. All right. If it was 4, right, and the odd is a 3-4. You see that written down on Madden, 3-4, right? That's what that is, right? And this guy here be N. Sometimes guys even like to put T. I personally don't care. Just N or T. That's fine with me. Just make sure this guy's always an N because he's the nose tackle. He's on the nose of the center. This guy would be an N. All right. That's how we would draw that up. All right. So make sure you draw this defense up. In high school, if you see guys like Canatillo, they are a 3-3 stack team. What do you think that means? What would the linebackers do differently here?
I believe they would be a little bit lined up with the end and the ends and the nose guard.
Perfect. They'll be actually be stacked right behind him. So he will be here, stacked behind him. The will be here. stack behind him, just like the mic. So that's a 3-3 stack. Causes so much confusion if you're not disciplined as an O line, right? Because like let's say we're running, they have the option if we run a zone, they can go slant, 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 bing, boom. Like they could do so much here because they got so many guys. They could do so much, all right? They won't put two guys in one gap, but understand he'll probably go here, right? But understand like they could give you so many variations of blitzes, and if you're not disciplined with your steps and with your eyes, you'll let one guy go loose. And that's the terrifying thing about that defense. There we go. Let's see what we're gonna do here. Let's see. Go here. Up. And I keep pressing that button. Let's see here. I'll just do this. I'll drag it along. So now they go option. Truly option is just zone right, but we won't block the guy in the C gap. So our C gap defender, in this case our wheel, we won't block the wheel. We'll pitch off the wheel, right? We'll pitch off him. He pauses his feet. Boom, pitch off him, and I see good job by him. He used the sideline. All right. Boom. So with that, these are the pros. So almost similar to odd with a little more variations. Great versus spread. Add speed and athleticism to the field because now you have 5 corner safeties type bodies. Flexible blitz, flexible in their coverage also. Hard for quarterback to identify where the pressure's coming from because they're almost truly balanced. Great at defending RPOs. Easy to bring pressure from anywhere. Can struggle with heavy personnel. So we add extra tight ends, extra backs. It could give them a hard time. Vulnerable is gap scheme run, gap trap power. Requires smart hybrid defenders, right? You got to have that safety linebacker type body that'll roll down and play safety and sometimes linebacker. We'll also have at times a nose tackle. He needs to be just like an odd. He needs to be a guy that requires a double team. Where they can get outnumbered in the box because they got 5 corners, right? We go heavy and you got 5 corners. I like my odds of just running the ball at you if you put those light bodies in the box. Play action can stress the linebackers safety because they are susceptible to gap scheme runs or heavy personnel runs. All right. Cool. Let's talk about our O line mentality on gap scheme. We have to be physical, play square. When we run as an O line and inside zone, it should look like our phone number across the back. I should read everyone's number like a bank account number. All right. Short, powerful steps. Right. Create vertical movement. Put the double team in the linebacker's lap. Strain through contact. I'm always trying to finish guys to the ground. Take the double team to the linebacker. My quotes I love: run off the ball, run through these guys. Don't come off this double team until I can shake the linebacker's hand. All right. I want to play through this double team, and if we want 1,000 gold stars, dump him in the linebacker's lap. Inside zone is an attitude play. We don't block around defenders, we block through them. We should think of ourselves as a freight train. We're not avoiding nothing. I'm going through this guy to the backer. All right. Let's talk about covered, uncovered. Taught a lot of different ways. I'm gonna show you how I teach it. Right. So, well, first we're gonna talk about our footstep. And so, if you are covered, you're gonna take a vertical lead step with your play side foot. So, if you're on the right side and we're going zone right, you're gonna take your right foot and take that foot vertical to your play side guy. All right. Second step, get your second step in the ground violently. Maintain and understand your aiming point here. Right. If I'm on the play side, my aiming point will be inside via the neck. If I'm on the back side of this, my aiming point will be the backside armpit. Uncover guy will take a replacement step, split the defender with our second step. Don't overstep. We want to get hip to hip on this double team versus this defender. Our keys, we don't look at D lineman. We feel D lineman, but we see the backer. We're watching the backer at all times. He's going to tell us everything. Once again, stay square. We have to trust our steps and trust our training. Short steps will win. We don't need these long steps. Ground force creates power. I mean, I have to pound my cleats in the ground, keep my weight on my inseam. Low hips create movement. I need to keep my hips low and playing low to high, and even with my hands striking low to high through this defender. All right. And we'll start talking about covered, uncovered footwork. All right. So here be our first one, uncovered footwork. We talked about it. It'll be a replacement step with my play side foot. So in this case, they're going zone right. I'm trying to pick my foot up, put it down. And that second step, I'm trying to split this defender getting vertical. I'm trying to split him getting vertical. Right? If you and we'll show you the play side foot. If you watch this guy here, he's the cover guy on the back side of this. He's taking a zone step vertical. He's taking over that block, all right? But I'm trying to split this guy here, keep my play side hands free. Ball's going right. Keep my right hand free. Play through that double team to the backer. I'm not avoiding the double team. I'm playing through the double team to the backer. All right? Over here, we got same deal here. We're going zone, zone left. We're going zone left. That left foot needs to get, I would like to get a little more vertical. We snap off late to the backer, but we got a home run shot here with this gap. Great hole to run this through. I'm going lead step with my left, second step through the crotch, try to get my play side hand back, and play through this guy. I'm trying to play through him. All right, my bad. I'm pointing at the wrong guy. So we know who I'm talking about. We're trying to get this guy here. He's the guy we're looking at. He's going lead step here. Ball's going left. I'm going to lead step with my left. This guy here is taking replacement step and getting vertical. I want to lead step here, second step through the crotch, and I'm using two hands because I am the covered guy. What I mean by covered is if we go zone left right now, he has a guy in this immediate gap to his left. This guy here really doesn't. There's no one here in this immediate gap. All right? So working that double team through him to this backer here. All right? Let's go here. Let's watch this one more time. Boom. And he's running through the double team. Play at full speed. Boom. Through the double team. Taking over. And that's a great block. He's getting play side armpit, playing through it. He spins out the wrong way. And we got a gap. All right. Great job by them. Any questions? Am I going too fast?
So for covered is more if there's
I got you. Let's go here. Let's go next slide. Let's go. My bad. Let's go here. So this would be a better picture. So let's say we're going zone left, right? We're going zone left. All right, let's start from the left tackle. Is there someone in my left gap as a left tackle?
no. Wait.
Yeah, he's there.
Yes.
He's not
Yeah.
right on top of you, but he is the only guy in your left gap. So for you, if you're the left tackle, I will go lead step with my left, vertical up the field, and I'm trying to step on his near toe. All right. This guy here, his left gap, there is really no one, right? There's no one in his left gap immediately. So he will be the uncovered guy. So he will go replacement step, pick my left foot up, put it down, split this guy crotch, and then we'll be working with the backside. My backside guy, he'll be working me double teaming to this backer. All right. So here, I'm a center. Am I covered or uncovered? I'm going zone left.
Covered since
Covered.
he's in the left side. Yeah.
Exactly. He's covered. So I'm going lead step to his play side foot using two hands, right? Same thing here.
Same thing here.
In my left gap, is there someone in his left gap?
No, sir.
So he would be,
Uncovered.
there we go. Replacement step left, pick it up, put it down, split his crotch. Same thing here, right? Someone in my left gap, I'm covered, right? And we're working this double team to this backer here, work a double team to there, all right? No, but that's a good question. That's why I was getting to it in the slide. But does that make sense, covered, uncovered?
Yes, sir.
And that dictates what my feet are doing. All right. So let's see here. Boom. And they're going zone left. And you can see them, right? If you watch the guard to our right, the right guard, he's trying to go replace step left and get it vertical. All right. And they're double teaming there. All right. Same thing here. They're going zone left. All right, let's talk about it. Let's freeze frame here. They're going zone left over here, right? Left tackle covered, uncovered.
Covered.
Left guard covered, uncovered.
Covered.
Center.
Uncovered.
There we go. Right
He's
guard.
he's covered.
There we go. Right tackle.
Uncovered.
There we go. All right. So let's go here. Let's see how this all plays out. In the perfect world of us running zone our way, right? As an O-line guy, you really want to get to the point of the real question is how do we block these two guys anytime we run zone? Truly, anytime we block anything. So here we should be here, man. We should be double teaming here to here. I'm trying to get here, get play side, and we're truly trying to work a double team here too. Because if this guy slants here, he's gonna go replace step and get his foot forward. All right. So understand that. All right. So let's see how this plays out. Let me unclick this. Let's go here. And they're running. This one here is actually they're running wide zone, right? They're running wide zone, but they got a guy going. If you see the fullback back there, 41, he's gonna go block this guy here. That's why they don't block that guy. Tackle stays home on the backside the end. But that's the play they want. All right. So we're going to go get into some plays and we talk about communication now, right? So when we talk about communication, the best way I've always done it, we got to understand play side, backside. You'll see me writing sometime PS or BS, right? Play side or backside. So if we go zone right, plays going to the right, we split the center right down the middle, right? So to the right of this here, right? This will be play side, right? Same thing you see here. That so the right will be play side. So play side will speak English, backside will speak Spanish. All right. We will never single or double next to each other. We also would never double and triple next to each other. We'll never do both. All right. But we can always go double and uno, right? So on the backside of this thing, we'll speak Spanish, like south of the border, right? So play side will speak English, single, double, triple. Backside will speak Spanish, uno, dos, tres. And this is just us talking about the centers working with the backside guard on a double team is uno. Backside guard and tackle working double team is dos. Left tackle, and tight end are working a tres. All right. So understand it's the same thing play side, but just in English. Play side tackle, tight end, triple. Play side guard, tackle, double, center guard, single. All right. Now I'll give you time to write that down, and then we'll go through a few plays, and we'll talk through it and see if you could draw up some point out who should be double teaming with who. We'll show a few plays.
Trash. No. Mhm. Single. Double. Mhm. Triple.
And whichever one makes sense to you, right? Front side, play side, whatever verbiage you like, use that verbiage, right? Play side. I know the play is going right, so this is play side. And like, let's say we were going zone left, that will still be the same thing going left. It'll be single, double, triple going left. And on the back side of that, right guard and right tackle, they'll use Spanish on the backside, right? Just so
Yes,
we're
sir.
clear about that. All right. So that's why I want to. So it doesn't confuse us. It's just understand where the ball's going. All right. So let's go here. Cool. Let's talk about it. Same play we seen earlier, right? Inside zone, right? So If I'm the play side guy, the tight end, who would you think he will block?
The
Well,
outside.
well, yeah. Well, better yet, I want to see you draw this formation, draw the formation with the players, and show me how it will be blocked. All right. Show me how it'll be blocked, and then we'll talk through it. All right. I'll give you time, and I'm gonna draw it up on my end also, and then we can talk through it.
Yes.
Don't be afraid to make a mistake. Don't try to you ain't gotta be perfect. I just want to see you try. All right. There's guys at college that still struggles with drawing up plays. So do not panic. You are 10 steps ahead of most kids. And I'll draw it up on my end also. And this one here, they're gonna be going zone right. This will be zone right. There we go. Feel good? We got it up?
Yes, sir.
There we go. Let me see what you got. Talk me through it. Okay. You are 100% correct. I just wanted to know who who's the right guard and right tackle going to block.
The right guard and tackle block in the end, and I believe the right guard flows up towards the linebacker.
No, you're correct. But I want to know who is that double team going to? Can you draw a line to who is going to? Like who that double team is going to
Uh, right
through
here.
the DN to who? To which backer?
This
There you
one.
go. There we go. Perfect. Same thing on the other double team. I'm going there to who? There we go. That's a double team. Just remember, so ball's going right, right? So we got two guys double teaming. The guy that's the play side guy in this formation, your right guard, right tackle. Who is the play side guy if we're going zone right? And out of those two guys, who's play side?
The tackle.
There you go. So he should naturally be the guy that would go up unless he does something different, which we seen this play earlier. He ended up doing something different. They end up slanting. They all slanted left, and he ended up playing play side. But you're good. But that is 100% correct. My question is, what is the verbiage called now? What are we calling that combo block between the right guard and right tackle?
Mm, double team.
It, yeah,
Or
but it's called double. We'll just call it double. When we double,
double.
we'll double to whatever number that guy is. So double to 55. You're correct. What are we calling center and the left guard? What's their double team called?
Mm,
You got it written down. It's right in front of you. Is that play side or backside? If you split the center down the
back
middle, yeah, there you go. So
back.
look. There you go. Now look right above that. You got a word there that says center and left guard. What's that double team called?
Uno.
Uno. You're correct. You're 100% correct, dude. That's a great job. That is great. Let's get back to it. Let's go. We can look this one up. So you are 100% correct. And I'll show you here. I'll block the same way as you. Let me just put my labels so I can label my double teams. We go here, but you block the same way I would block it. Play side tight end is man. We're doubling up to the first inside backer. We're owning up to the jack. All right, but exact same way you drew it, and I'll draw it on here too. But that's 100% correct. That's a great job, dude. All right. So understand here. So we'll draw it up. He's going here. We're going double team here. That's my squiggly line means double team to here. And that's double. It's so hard to write with a mouse, but I'm going to try. Double. Here. We go here. That's uno. And now here, I call these just macho blocks, right? I'm man. Macho, macho, macho man. We're just man blocks on the backside. All right. Perfect. That's a great job. That's really hard to do to get all that information that short amount of time and get that figured out. Great job. Let's go here. Next slide. You got to draw it up. How are we going to block it? We're going zone left because your running back's to your right. So on this one, like if you got to visualize it now, right? I'm going to kind of try to help you to draw it up so you can kind of see how I'm going to draw this up, right? So I got center, guard. You got to draw it as if you're facing that other way. So your tight end is to your left, quarterback's here, A back is opposite. You're going zone left to the tight end. You're zoning to the tight end. All right? Because your back is to your left hand side. So how would you block that? Going zone left to the closed side. Now understand what I mean by closed side. So this here with no tight end, this would be the open side. You got a tight end here, this would be the closed side. All right, that's what I'm saying. We're running to the tight end. All right. So close and open. No tight end, that's the open side. To the tight end is the closed side. All right. So draw it up on your deal. Give me some verbiage, and I'll do the same on mine. And let's see what we come to. And sometime we might not come up with the same answer. And I tell my players that all the time. Sometimes we don't come with the same answer, but sometimes if we all wrong, we all right. All right. So as long as we have an answer and a why behind what we're doing, we can make each other right. So maybe you see it one way, maybe I don't, and then we can come to a conclusion, man. And sometimes we both end up having different answers, but they still come down to be the same thing. Whenever you're ready, just let me know. We'll take a look at it. And make sure you always try to spell out what your double team is. What we calling it. All right. That just lets the coach know you truly know what you're doing.
I think I'm finished.
There we go. Show me what you got. There we go. So we try and go triple out to there. So who are we tripling to? So we have to triple to. Okay, I see what you're doing there. So but who's the backer that? Oh, I see now. So who's the backer that we're tripling to? So there's no one, and that should be our mindset as linemen. There's no one on the field that is that good that both of us have to stay on this guy. All right. So we're gonna triple. It's a double team. So understand what double team means. I got two guys that are working to get this one guy to that second guy. We're just not double, just us 2-on-1. We like a fair fight. So we trying to take this guy to somebody. So if you don't have someone to double to, right? That means that might not be a good double team because we're losing two guys for one guy. That makes sense?
Yes, sir.
All right. You're good. You're good. I'll show you on my screen. And this, hey, don't get me wrong. This one is hard. I ain't gonna lie to you. So what I'm doing here, I'm saying he's macho. We're going inside zone. He's macho. I'm saying here we'll go double. We'll double to Sonny Styles. We'll double to him. Right. I'll just put D for double. Right. I'm saying center, you'll be by yourself. You'll be macho. Center's macho. We're gonna go dose to this safety here because he's a little bit tight. He's about 7 yards. His feet are shifted, right? His front foot is up. Look like he's ready to play the run, right? So he's a threat. This guy here, his feet are kind of even. He's not tilted. He's even. I know he's not coming. He's further off the ball. So we'll dose to this guy, and we'll leave this backside guy here alone, and we'll read him. We won't block him. We'll just go zone read off him. All right. I know this one is difficult. You won't see this defense too often in high school unless you guys get a short yardage. All right. So understand we're gonna go macho here, double to zero. Center will be man. We're trying to work this dose, this backside safety. If he don't show up, then we're fine. Also, even in some cases, some coaches will want to, let's say if we understand the situation, maybe we got to get 3 yards. We'll just go man this here to try to get those 3 yards also. All right. Just depends. All right. Depends on the situation. There's a lot of ways to block this. It depends on who we got at quarterback and who's your offensive coordinator, truly. Because if he's a fast quarterback, he could run. I'd rather go read here and we'll make this guy wrong and the quarterback will take care of him with his feet. All right. Just depends. Depends on who we got in front of us. All right. But just understand we go double team. We're double teaming to someone. We're just not blocking two guys for fun. All right. My question for you here in this double team here, which guy will do the replacement step? Would it be left tackle or left guard? Replacement step.
I believe the tackle.
You are correct. Good job. Great job. He's the uncovered man. Play side foot, pick it up, pick it down, split him. We're trying to play through this D tackle to this backer. You're 100% correct. Great job, man. There we go. There we go. I think this should be our last one here. So we're going zone left. Tell me how we'll block it. Zone left.
Um, um,
Sound like you're getting faster over there. It's a good deal, man. Just whatever double team you do, just make sure you're working to two guys. There's no such thing as too far for our double team, unless you're working like this guy that's like crazy. Like where we at now? 5'10", 5. What about this is 5'10"? Like that's too far for a double team. All right, that's way too far. That's way too far. He's like at 11 yards. That's too far. But understand we talk about the box, right? The box is 3 yards outside of the tackle and 3 yards depth, right? These guys are close enough with their feet that is what we call a tackle box. This is the box that we have to block. We got to be responsible for the box. How are we gonna block the box? It's always the question. How are we gonna block the box?
I think I'm done, Coach.
There we go. Let's see what we got. You are correct. You're 100% correct, but your verbiage is wrong. So look at your
Oh,
chart. You good? Just look at your chart though, right? So look at your chart. So you're going play side guard, play side tackle. Just look at. Just tell me the answer. What's your double team for play side guard, play side tackle?
double.
There you go. Center backside guard would be
Do.
double check.
Wait. Uno.
There you go. All right, you're good. You just got confused with the verbiage. That's perfectly fine. Well, you're correct. That's exactly how I will block it. Also, like if just so you can see on my end, I blocked it the same way. Just gotta fix the verbiage. All right, all right. But I'm blocking the exact same way you got it set up there. All right. Oh, that's good stuff. You want to do one more?
Yes, sir.
There we go. Let's go one more. Understand this, though. If you ever seen this on the field and we start talking ball, this is what we'll call a 5-man box. Oh, let me go back. This is a 5-man box. All right. There are 5 guys in our box. All right.
All right.
This guy here, he's still at 5'10", but it is Alabama, so he probably could close quick. So if you wanted to, as we start to progress, if you want to count this guy in the box as another backer, you could, because it's Alabama, and he probably runs like a 4.4, and he can get to here and be a part of this play real quick. All right. So if you wanted to, you don't have to now, but just right now, just block the 5 guys in the box. How would you block that? Because in our world, as an offensive coordinator, O-line coach, I want you to give me a 5-man box because that's a fair fight, right? I got my 5 versus your 5. Now show me the best combination for us to block those 5 guys. We're going zone right because the back is to our left. Feeling good?
Yes, sure.
There we go. Last one of the night. What we got? You are correct. Good job. That's 100% correct. That's a successful play, right? Great job, man. You're 100% correct. I don't know what else to tell you. My question for you is right now, can you tell me their alignment, right? Like what is he lined up in? What's the number?
I believe that is a 2I.
You're correct. Where's this guy at? What is this?
A 5.
There we go. I got here.
4I.
Uh, so just so you know, so
Or a
they were
3.
never. There you go. Right. He's kind of tilted. So I see what you see. But if they have a guy out here, it's rarely going to have a guy here and here, unless you like an NFL. And now they're going to work some slants, some stuff like that, some game, right? But he's a 3. He's just tilted. I think in the situation on this play is like 3rd and long, right? So he's getting in that position so they could run off the ball a little bit better. That's why we got a light box, 3rd and long. That's a guaranteed passing down. All right. But good job, man. Boom. I'm gonna talk. We'll talk about it real quick. Just understanding the running back's tracks on inside zone is huge, right? Running back tracks directly affects us, the O line. Why does this matter? It messes with our leverage. It messes with our timing if we don't know what they're trying to do, right? Double teams, it messes with the linebacker fits, defense reactions based on the run. That's why it's important. Like we have to trust each other. The running backs need to trust that we're going to communicate well and get to our blocks and get to our aiming points. The O line need to trust the running back that he's going to press the line of scrimmage to his landmark before he makes his first cut. We're going to trust that the running back's going to stay patient. He's going to create the correct read, and he's going to bring the linebackers to us. Running back needs to trust that we're going to get vertical displacement. We're going to move D linemen vertical and put them in the linebacker's lap. Double teams will be secured on movement. Lanes will open because we will do our job. The running back needs to trust that we'll do that. All right. Without trust, O-line is going to overexert our stuff. We're not going to trust the back to make the right read, and we're going to overcompensate and make the play even worse. The back needs to trust us, the O-line, because if he doesn't, he's going to start bouncing the run. He's going to start taking our inside zone and start trying to make it an outside zone play. Also, if we don't trust each other, we're going to cause a lot of spacing collapse. They're going to collapse our runs because our double teams aren't going to be crisp. Our path of our back is not going to be crisp either. All right. So we need to know what the back rules are and what it is. So if you ever hear your coach say the word bounce, right? He's bouncing outside the tackle or outside the tight end. Bang means he's going to bang it inside, right? So if he jumps out here on inside zone, we don't want him running out here. We want him to put his foot in the ground and get north and south, right? Because he'll be blocked here. We'll go double to here. We'll uno to here. And we'll stay home here. And now we have a chance. So his first read, his aiming point is inside foot of the tackle. All right. After that, he's reading this double team or however this double team plays out. All right. From there, he can make his read. Well, my bad. He's going here, and his first read is this guy here. If he jumps outside, I know I could bang it. He jumps inside, I know I could bounce it. And his second read will be this backer here. All right. But just understand, like what we're teaching backs is very important to us as an O line. That's why we read backers, and not the ends, right? So we go zone right, same thing. He has a chance to bounce outside the guard. Well, about that outside the tackle and tight end. He can dive or bang, or he has the option to cut back. All right. So we got here. I'm just gonna draw it up real quick. So we go zone right. We can be truly we can go triple to here. For macho, uno to here. We'll cut off backside. And this is his first read. He jumps outside, we bang it or dive it, right? He slants inside, now we can bounce this thing outside, all right? And we can get vertical from there, all right? But you understand, like that's important that we know what the back is doing. And some coaches be like, oh, they don't even know that. Yeah, they do, because they didn't know where this thing could hit, and it's very important that we get to our aiming points. All right. You got any questions for me?
No, sir.
Oh man, you did a great job, dude. Like me giving you new lingo and new expectations, and you matching them, man, is huge. Like that was a great job by you. Communicate. It was a little confusing at some points, but very rare. Like if I had to grade you out today, man, you got a B plus, right? For your first day, truly your first day install of Inside Zone with different verbiage than what you probably heard since you started playing ball. All right. So understand that, like that's a great job by you. But you could take the information I'm giving you now and you can go apply it to anything you're doing. I recommend you draw up defensive fronts that you see. Like go find a game of a team you like and just pause it and draw the defensive front up. And then try to run inside zone left to right versus that. All right. That's the only way you're gonna learn. You have to physically do it, right? We have to physically apply ourselves and be kinetic with our learning. But I think that'll help you a lot. Just find a team you like on YouTube, your favorite team, college or NFL. Every now and then, pause it, try to draw the defense, and then try to draw zone. All right,
Yes, sir.
perfect, man. Well, you ain't got no more questions for me, man. Hopefully, you'll be in on the next session, and we'll move on to some gap scheme run. Well, we actually might go wide zone next, which is one of my favorite plays, and we'll show up some Christian McCaffrey. Oh, you're a San Francisco fan too? I see that. Is that a Kittle jersey?
It's a Hank's jersey. It's my.
Oh, see, oh, that look like a 49ers jersey for a quick minute. Who's your team? Oh, the Cowboys. There we go. All right. Hey, ain't take too many guesses, huh? No, I like the Cowboys too, man. When my Texans ain't doing what they're supposed to do, I'll be rooting for you guys too, man. Yeah, hey, I got one for you because I know you love this time period of the Cowboys. Go pull up Zeke Elliott and Dak Prescott their rookie year. Go watch some film on it. Watch a full game. Pause it every now and then. Try to draw the defense and try to run zone. And just practice. Right? And then you have all the things you need to double check it. If you want to text it to me and show me what you see, or like send me a picture of what you see on the film, and you draw it, send me the picture, and I'll draw it, and let's see if we match up with our verbiage and everything. So like a deal?
Yes, sir.
There we go, man. Cool. If you need anything from me, please let me know. I guess I'm gonna see you Saturday too.
I believe so.
Okay, perfect, man. Get your mind right. Coming to ready work. Normally, I think we're just gonna have that 6 o'clock on Saturday. I think we just might do the 6 o'clock session on Saturday. But that's normally what my biggest group is, and they got a bunch of good kids around your same age that are playing ball right now. So it'll be a good job, good time for us to work. So that'll be good, man. All right.
Yes.
No, man. Tell your parents thank you. I appreciate your time, Juan, man, and let's go. Let's have a good day on Saturday, man. You have any questions? You got my contact. Well, I'll do this for you too. I'll give you my cell phone number. So if anything pops up, feel free to call me. All right. All right. So that's my phone number. You need anything, you call me. All right.
Yes, sir.
Cool. No problem, brother. Enjoy the rest of your night, man. That's enough football for today. Go be a kid. All right, buddy. You have a good one. Tell your parents I said thank you.
Yes, sir.
All right. Appreciate it, brother. Thank you.